to identify the different vulnerabilities that this web application has. So we can select one of these options, and we go for the first one, the movie recommendation. This is an interesting phrase that the web application display. Look at the bottom to view a suggestion box where you can write your favorite movie. So now we can try to submit our simple JavaScript payload that I already write. So it's a simple script with an alert phrase that says XSS. We can submit it, and we can see that our script is not working. It's not working because the HTML tag, the script tag, is not displayed. So it's probably filtered, the PHP code probably blacklist our script. So we can try to change a little bit the script, just remembering that HTML code is not case sensitive. So we can submit this code, and we can see that our page actually is vulnerable to XSS. So now we have to find the second vulnerability, so we can check the gallery and open one of the collection of images. And we can see that everything seems safe, but if we look carefully to the URL, the web application include the gallery3.php file inside our pro.php HTML code. So we can try to see if there is a vulnerabilities, if we can submit a different page that is not one of these three gallery. So we can just submit the index.html file that is not on the same folder, is in the folder above, and we can submit it, and we see that the web application display an illegal characters phrase. So probably the two dots and the slash is not allowed, is filtered by its server. So just to be sure, we can delete it and see if okay, we can see that the phrase is not displayed. So we have to understand how to escape this filtering. So we can try to write inside the two dots and the slash the same string again. So the filter just delete the first one and does not search for the second one. So let's see if this is gonna work, and yes, it's gonna work. So we have just included the source code of the main page inside our web application. So we just understand that our web server is vulnerable to the local file inclusion, but this vulnerabilities is also linked with another one that is more dangerous, and is the remote code execution. So to understand these vulnerabilities, we had to understand actually if our server has an accessible log file, and to do that, we have to understand actually which server is hosting our web application. So just to do that, we can open Burp Suite and see the header of one of our requests. So if we submit this request, we can see that in the header the server is an Apache. So in Apache, and we could understand that also by writing a wrong request, and we can see that this server is an Apache. So just by writing log file Apache inside Google, we can actually see that the log could be found in different location. So I just with different so just by trying some different input we are able to identify the exact position of the log file. So I just do that, and we can see that the Apache log is inside this folder. And we can see that we can actually include the log inside our web application. So if we know how to supply something that will be displayed inside our log method, our log file, we are able to execute something that we want. So the easiest method to do that is to use a get HTML get method, and we can supply a function that, for example, can be the PHP info function. Okay, we can send it inside the server, and the server said that it does not know what our request means, but probably it would the server will save our request inside the log file. So just by update our page, we can see that the PHP info function display all this information. So so there is a vulnerability that arises inside the server, and this is the remote code execution.